Phillies got their guy. Cliff Lee was their guy. It made me feel better that Roy Halladay never was traded. If he had been traded or maybe given away, I think for financial reasons, I thought Blue Jays had to trade the guy, Halladay. But when he doesn't get traded, it makes me think, okay, at least he didn't go to some other team. The Phillies got the best available pitcher, I think, out there, the top of the market, and he pitched great against San Francisco the other night. Your thoughts with the trade?
They would have been. It probably would have been better to get Halladay, but they got a guy who's 95% of Halladay plus a right-handed bat and gave up none of what they consider to be the top prospects in their organization. So that to me is a gigantic win. I mean, I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, I would have loved to have had Halladay. He's a ground ball pitcher. Lee's more of a fly ball pitcher. But here's the difference. Halladay wasn't available based on the fact they didn't trade him, and the requests they had for him were just unreasonable. It was like, give up your whole farm system. Yeah. Granted, you could do that. You and I both sort of said, go for it now. But you know what? They got a guy almost as good as Halladay.
Well, I mean, when you talk about trades, anytime you talk about any trade in any sport, it's about, well, who are you going to have to give up to get this guy? I mean, and in the context of what was available and the deals that were possible to be made, they could not have done much better than they did.
And Amaro was smart because he got himself set up for success this year and next, and even their future looks bright. You have Draybeck coming. You kept the young outfielders, Brown and Taylor. It's a nice future. Well, it's a good present as well.
Yeah, you're right. You can map out the next 4 or 5 years now and slot in a young outfield and probably slot in a rotation. If you're thinking about the fact that they did not have to give up Happ and they did not have to give up Draybeck. Right. These are guys that within the next 2 years, I would think, are going to be with Hamels and Cliff Lee, the cornerstones of their rotation.
I still think they need to do something here now that the waiver time is going to, you have to go through the waivers, but I think they still might add somebody like they did last year, like a Matt Stairs. So another pop off that bench. I don't think they're done yet. I don't think you can rely on Eric Bruntlett as your best infield option as a reserve outfielder to hit off the bench.
Well, I think the guy they got from Cleveland is probably going to play some, and he's probably going to be that right-handed bat. I mean, I have no idea if they're done or not. I think a lot of things are still going to happen in terms of their roster with their current pitching staff. When you have guys like Romero and Condrey and, of course, even Brent Myers, who are apparently going to come back in the next month or so and be available to them. So, I mean, their roster now is not what it's going to be at the end of September, but they're in pretty good shape.
Pedro's in there, too.